IBS has the largest repository of case studies in the entire Asia Pacific region. It has about 2,700 cases to its name. We have multimedia cases, videos of various executives who have telling about their experience about their businesses.
I think the case study methodology which we've been exposed to has been really a boon for us in many ways, especially for me being a fresher. I think I did not have any insight into the industry before coming here, but after being exposed to the case studies, I think I really have a lot of knowledge about the companies as well. So I would really like to say that it helps in bridging the gap between the industry and the conservative college environment that we come from.
As a fresher, I've learned about companies, the CEOs, which is very, very important for a graduate, MBA graduate to know. And it's just because of the case studies that we have learned and we have dealt with in our course over here.
Before, we never used to dissect anything like we do it in our classes now. I mean, each and every perspective, you need to analyze the case from different sectors such as the economics, accounts, IT, etc. So this would actually require a rigorous preparation apart from books, IT lab, research papers, etc. So case study methodology proves to be an immense help to us.
Apart from books, we think beyond books, we think beyond boundaries, we think beyond the actual facts, we think as in CEOs of it. The story has been all different, and definitely it's been all a learning experience.
You take a case, you take a company, you have heaps of data, you have their history and everything, but the important thing is to summarize that and create a content out of it and create a crux as in that what learnings or what are the three takeaways that you have from that particular case. So that is what matters, and that is one important thing that I have gained. As far as this case study methodology is concerned, there's a lot of peer-to-peer interaction and all of that. So basically you develop a presentation skill, you develop an attitude, you develop the knack of speaking and the articulation that is required and the edge that it gives in a corporate industry.
What it helps you to inculcate is the microscopic view of the problem. Then what it takes is the mind hunting. You dissect the case, you dissect the problem, and then with the help of that you're able to come up with innovative ideas, the innovative business models, and actually in this thing you tend to grow in terms of business ideas, you tend to grow in terms of the entrepreneurship skills. This actually prepares you for the actual corporate environment which we have been facing in a short period of time.
It has definitely created a conducive environment wherein the students can exchange their thoughts and various innovative ideas. Now the students have started thinking out of the box. They have in fact brought up such an ideas which can be currently put into the industry. We are really going for something very different. We are looking for the internet, we are googling it, we are looking for the magazines, we are looking for the newspapers and various other materials. It has also broadened our horizons. Previously, I mean, there used to be a single solution for a single problem, but now with 70 brains sitting at one place, we can have different views and different solutions.
I feel another very important requirement of case study is that it requires a lot of time. Like a particular case, you need to go through it at least twice or thrice to have a thorough knowledge of it. Plus, you need to do your research work for it. So a single case would require somewhere between 3 to 4 hours. Having 4 lectures a day, 4 cases, 12 hours, which is humanly not possible. So it's very important, that you divide yourself into teams, and teamwork helps you, to manage the case studies in a more effective way. And I think all these, the case methodology, what it develops in you is time management, team skills, plus thorough knowledge and confidence before you speak about the subject. So I think the case methodology is a boon for all students.
In order to build teamwork in us, we have formed study groups in semester 1. Each study group consists of 8 to 10 students, and each student is from a different specialization. And each study group is placed under the focus of one faculty guide. The person from each specialization helps the other person to cope up with that subject. The best part about IBS case studies is that they not only cater to the Indian companies but also to the foreign companies and also to the multinational companies, so as to give us a wider perspective of the corporate environment.
Case study method. It gives you awareness, spontaneity. It makes you a good decision maker, a tough one, to take you high in the sky of corporates. Then you get that capability to vocal your thoughts with a much ease than you could do it before. And your hard and the soft skills, they both improve and undergo a sea change so that you move up, you are good, and I like to say it's a must in the corporates.
When I joined this institute, I used to be a very shy and introvert guy. And actually this case study methodology helped me to speak in front of public. Well, there are certain pros and cons of case study methodology. One pros is obviously this, helps you in public approach, making you smarter day by day. And the cons, yeah, case study methodology can't be applied in each and every subjects like accounts, quants, finance. Taking all the things into consideration, case study rocks.
I would like to throw some light on an area of improvement where this particular case study approach can really go a long way, which according to me is, for example, we get a case for a particular specialization area, and what we tend to do is that we have a very restrictive approach. We map the case with that particular chapter only. This is where a student or the faculty's role come into picture, wherein if a student tries to overcome this attitude, wherein we don't have to just relate the textbook with the case, I think the case study approach can really go a long way in the business schools.
We see in our institution students coming from industry as well as students who are graduated from colleges. It is helpful in getting ideas from across the board. The young blood who has passed out from the college to the people who have actually worked with industry. The instructor will have to bridge the gap between the two. And I definitely say with full conviction and self-confidence that our instructors are really helpful in this regard. So I would like to say that case study methodology undoubtedly is one of the best approaches. It will help us to go a long way in life, and without this, getting a real life scenario, a life situation wherein you put yourself into the shoes of the decision maker is not possible. Undoubtedly, this is the best.
In a strength of like 70 to 80 students where everybody is eager to prove his point, to come up with his own viewpoint, it's the faculty who then controls the class. Since it's an interactive learning method, the faculty needs to take the class towards a new direction. The faculty needs to control the class. It's the challenge of the faculty to ensure that he is unbiased, he gives equal opportunity to each and every student, and every student feels that he is a part of the discussion. So, here in IBS, we are lucky enough to have excellent faculties who knows how to conduct a class where the method is case study.
Case study pedagogy, undoubtedly a new and very innovative method of teaching introduced in our institution. But let me tell you one thing, students cannot afford to have a laid-back attitude in class. Sounds little challenging, isn't it? But yes, this is what future managers require. So gear yourself to be an active member in the class discussion and see what fun it gives to you. Trust me, it's really fun. Thank you.